Has David Eason, a former cast member on Teen Mom, been haunted by the murder he committed? As a result of his violation of a restraining order, he is currently in a tough situation, and some disturbing information regarding him and kids has come to light. So, what exactly does the word murder have to do with his predicament? Post your thoughts in the comments section below. Is David Eason's murder going to come back haunting him? After a relationship that was extremely unhealthy, Janelle Evans gave up on David Eason at the beginning of 2024. Despite the fact that they got married and had a daughter named Ensley, things were never quite right between them. After that, he took a gun to the family dog, Nugget, and killed him. Because of this, the couple was terminated from their positions on Teen Mom and MTV entirely. It seemed as though she might abandon him in order to take care of her 3 children. Because Janelle is the mother of 2 other children, Jace and Kaiser, who are the product of past relationships, she needed protection. Despite the fact that she eventually reconciled with him after the Nugget incident, the 2 of them continued to level accusations against one another. By the time Janelle was finally able to reclaim full custody of Jace, he had fled, claiming that David had assaulted him. To get Jace back to his family, it required a few months and the participation of Child Protective Services. It was at that time that Janelle announced her departure from David, and MTV subsequently rehired her. In addition, she relocated to Las Vegas with her 3 children in order to begin a fresh life, but the circumstances have continued to be dramatic. David invaded their residence in North Carolina, which finally resulted in a violation of a restraining order that had been issued against him. Another allegation that Janelle made was that she had evidence of inappropriate behavior on a memory card that David had engaged in. The situation is just getting worse at this point. Kenley, David Eason's girlfriend, is said to be living with him, which is perfectly acceptable according to a thread on Reddit. Having said that, she is a dog sitter who formerly worked as a horse trainer. This was an immediate warning sign for followers, as they were unable to comprehend the idea that a dog sitter would be permitted to be in the presence of a dog killer. There are some people who are getting in touch with the firm that she works for to make sure that they are aware of who she is living with and how dangerous he is. Given that Kenley referred to the Nugget story as untrue, it would suggest that she does not wish to allow herself to believe what took place. Imaginary love and romance. Almost immediately, supporters of Teen Mom voiced their opinions, stating that they believed Kenley to be just as delusional as Janelle Evans. The fact that she is ignoring the situation and allowing it to have an impact on her company makes her behavior rather unsettling. Aside from the fact that it was pertinent to her work, it was generally unsettling and provoking. It was something that he admitted freely on several occasions. Just like Nellie, she is completely insane. She reminds me of Janelle, except she is much younger and does not have any children. Janelle Light registered is her name. I absolutely despise it when the new girlfriend talks about stuff that she wasn't present for. You are not permitted to make such determination, regardless of whether or not it is true that you simply were not present. There were many who believed that the organization she worked for would not care in the end. The only thing that mattered was that they received their share of the profits. When it comes to animals, however, should the clients be aware of who their sitter is affiliated with and his previous experience with them? During the time that she is living with David, should Kenley be permitted to dog sit, or would this constitute a conflict of interest? To add insult to injury, a clash of morals. David Eason, known for his tumultuous relationship with Janelle Evans and his controversial presence on reality television, is no stranger to scandal and public scrutiny. While his time on Teen Mom 2 was fraught with drama, personal struggles, and controversy, a darker shadow looms over his history, one tied to accusations and alleged incidents that continue to haunt him. The most notorious among these is the ongoing specter of the murder rumors associated with him, a topic that has stirred both intrigue and outrage. In this piece, we explore the events that led to the rumors, the broader context surrounding them, and the ongoing implications for David Eason's life and reputation. The rise of David Eason. David Eason's path to infamy began when he entered the public eye as the boyfriend and later husband of Janelle Evans, one of the central figures of MTV's Teen Mom 2. Janelle's life had been a whirlwind of drama long before meeting David, with issues revolving around her tumultuous relationships, drug use, and legal troubles. However, when David Eason entered the picture, things escalated in ways that would put him under an intense microscope. David's public persona on Teen Mom 2 was built around his brash personality, unpredictable temper, and outlandish views. The relationship between him and Janelle quickly became infamous, characterized by constant public spats, controversial opinions, and a volatile environment. David's erratic behavior led to frequent clashes with the other cast members, production teams, and of course the fans of the show. However, as his relationship with Janelle grew, so did his notoriety, culminating in a string of accusations and controversies that would continue to haunt him. The murder rumor. One of the most haunting aspects of David Eason's life that seems to follow him wherever he goes is the cloud of rumors surrounding a potential murder. This connection first gained significant traction in 2019, when reports and whispers emerged linking David to a tragic event. To understand why these rumors persist, it's important to trace the origins of the controversy. The family dog incident. The darkest chapter in David's life, which seems to fuel the persistent murder rumors, occurred in May 2019 when he was involved in the killing of the family dog Nugget. Nugget was a French bulldog that belonged to Janelle Evans and her children. According to Janelle's own account, David shot and killed the dog after it allegedly bit their young child, Ensley. The incident shocked fans and the public alike, and soon after, animal rights activists, concerned citizens, and even the media began to express outrage. Janelle, at the time, was criticized for standing by her husband's actions, despite the brutality of the event. The backlash was swift and severe. Public petitions to have David and Janelle's children removed from their care circulated widely, and many condemned David for what they saw as an unprovoked act of violence. The controversy intensified as more details emerged, with Janelle being accused of enabling David's aggressive behavior and failing to protect the animal and her children from harm. While the dog's death was clearly an act of animal cruelty that caught the public's attention, it also acted as a catalyst for the perpetuation of the murder rumors. People started to draw connections between David's violent actions towards an animal and the possibility that such aggression could extend to humans. Many critics speculated that if David was willing to kill a defenseless dog, he might be capable of other, far more sinister acts. The connections to murder. Though there has been no evidence linking David Eason to any human murders, the continued association between him and violence, particularly the killing of Nugget, created a broader narrative in which fans and detractors alike began to question the extent of his aggression. In the age of social media, rumors can spread rapidly, and the murder rumors began to snowball as people painted David as a dangerous individual. His behavior, including various violent outbursts and erratic actions, only further fueled these speculations. The tabloids, desperate for any scandalous detail, began to circulate these stories, amplifying the allegations. Every piece of news related to David and his family seemed to have a sensational headline attached. David Eason, the man who killed a dog. What's next? And David Eason's violent past. Is there a murder waiting to happen? These headlines played into the public's fascination with scandal and danger, turning David Eason into a symbol of violence and recklessness. The impact on David's life. While rumors are often fueled by public curiosity and the media's thirst for drama, the repercussions of these allegations are far-reaching. For David Eason, the rumors about murder have cast a long shadow over his personal and professional life, particularly in the aftermath of the dog incident. It's important to understand the ways in which these rumors have affected him, both in terms of his public image and his private life. Public perception. David's public image has been severely damaged by the accusations and rumors. Once a central figure on Teen Mom 2, he was fired from the show in 2018 after a series of controversial statements, including making homophobic comments on social media. His behavior on and off the show had made him a divisive character, but the dog-killing incident further solidified his place as one of the most reviled figures in reality TV history. The murder rumors only served to deepen public suspicion about him, creating a lingering image of a man capable of violence and cruelty. For many, David became a symbol of unchecked aggression, especially as his violent actions seemed to play out in real time on social media. With the killing of Nugget, the narrative surrounding him became one of danger, a story that was difficult to shake, even as he tried to distance himself from the incident. Family life and relationships. The toll of the rumors and public outcry has undoubtedly impacted David's relationship with Janelle. Despite the backlash, Janelle stood by David for a time, defending him against the accusations and expressing a belief that his actions, though extreme, were not malicious. However, the pressure from fans and the media eventually took its toll on their marriage. In 2019, Janelle briefly separated from David following the dog incident, citing the pressure of the situation and her own personal concerns. Although they later reconciled, the damage to their relationship was evident. The constant media attention and the weight of the rumors only exacerbated the challenges they faced as a couple. Their relationship, already strained by previous incidents, was further tested by the intense public scrutiny that followed the allegations against David. In terms of family life, the rumors have likely affected how their children are perceived by others. The public's judgment of David and Janelle's parenting abilities has been harsh, with many questioning whether they are fit to raise children given their controversial behavior. For their children, the pressure of growing up in the shadow of these accusations could have long-lasting effects, influencing how they are treated by peers and the broader community. David's defense and attempts at reconciliation. Despite the mounting criticism and the swirling rumors, David Eason has remained steadfast in his defense. He has repeatedly denied any malicious intent behind the killing of Nugget, maintaining that his actions were a result of the dog's aggression toward his child. He has also denied any involvement in violent acts towards humans, seeking to distance himself from the dark narrative that has taken hold of his life. David's attempts at reconciliation with his public image have been sporadic at best. He has tried to reassert control over his narrative by speaking out on social media, defending his actions, and occasionally sharing glimpses of his life away from the cameras. However, these attempts often backfire, as his online behavior tends to stir up more controversy rather than foster understanding. His frequent outbursts on platforms like Twitter and Instagram, including heated arguments with fans and critics, often reinforce the perception of him as a volatile and unpredictable figure. A dark legacy. David Eason's life has been marked by a series of controversies and scandals that continue to follow him, but perhaps none are as haunting as the rumors linking him to violence and murder. Whether or not there is any truth to these allegations is uncertain, but the perception of David as a dangerous and violent individual remains firmly entrenched in the public's mind. The killing of Nugget, coupled with David's outspoken and often aggressive demeanor, has solidified his place as one of the most controversial figures to emerge from the Teen Mom franchise. As David Eason continues to navigate the challenges of his personal life, it's clear that the rumors